cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The gun wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that straight. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Mahoney. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Mahoney. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mahoney. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's how it's done, and it's an easy decision when you get it. There's no second guessing when you get it. Nice job by the offense converting the 4th down.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Took a shot as he threw. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll try the left side. There he goes. Inside the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Mahoney. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound.
Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Mahoney. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Little touch pass to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. The thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes it past the marker. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. That's caught. It's Keller. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it set up on the outside. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Military stop. Okay, ready?
From the gun. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Keller. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four down territory. The offense still on the field. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tiger. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got a chance. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
One more snap coming before halftime. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Throws toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. about to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find...
Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He'll take it himself. Got the first down, looking for more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to get the corner. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Man, that's really good defense because I tell you what, the way they ran the football in this drive, I thought they were going to run it again. But they stayed disciplined, played the pass, kind of surprised me a little bit that they threw the football, but great 3rd down defense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Wide receiver comes in motion. He might want another play. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed that.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to New Mexico. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Silva. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to...
There he goes! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Offense getting set for first down. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Silva. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. give to the tailback. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to keep this drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. This is a designed run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Keller. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And that ball came out quick, and that defender reacted just as quick. He saw the slant. He went to it. He met it. Made sure the receiver didn't make the catch. Nice job by the defender.
After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Completes it in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man, it's Keene. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
So important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 30 over Michigan. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Looking downfield, it's Law. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Good timing on the quick out. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year.